YouTube, what's good? What's hood, man? Top of the morning, we back cracking with another reaction, man. Welcome to the Nina Boy Show, man. You know, yeah, we cooling over here, man. Yeah, man, it's starting to spark back up, man. Look, catch this game, man. See, it's getting bad, man. Now we starting to see who playing behind the doors, man, and you know, and who got them lies in that dirty closet. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something, man. You'll never be this age again, man. So make sure this life that you live and count. You know what I'm saying? Never beg for a seat when you can build your own table. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, man, chasing somebody else's, glory, and what I've been seeing is this. Be careful with the people you hang around, because some people want your life. They want your seat that you sitting in. They don't even want their own. You can't be friends with somebody who wants your life. Let me say that again. You can't be friends with somebody who wants your life. They don't want it for their stuff. They want your life because you make this look different to them. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this content, man. We got Wack 100 say Luce Cannon trying to throw him in that RICO, man. Let's get to it though. All right, y'all. So what's been going on, man, with the Luce Cannon Wack 100 situation? It's been getting real tricky because the whole time, Luce Cannon befriended Wack 100 and took him in as a mentor, an uncle, you know what I'm saying, a partner in crime. And the whole time Wack 100 was playing both sides. You know what I'm saying? He never forgot about when he said he hurt Wack and all that. Wack just played cool with him. See, that's somebody who, you gotta be real cautious of even having a genuine relationship, because it could be infiltrated with malicious intentions. So Wack 100 feel like Luce Cannon is trying to infiltrate him and involve him in that RICO case. You know what I'm saying? With all the crimes and all this shit, because, rumors been getting back to Luce Cannon that Wack 100 is leaking out information. Now, it's a lot of footage that I haven't seen on the internet that I heard allegedly that it's some stuff that, oh boy did on cam. You feel me? And, and it's just crazy because this whole time, who was shooting who was filming this shit when he was doing what he was doing? And why would you film it? Why would you film something that you could get in trouble for? You see what I'm saying? Somebody got in Luce Cannon ear and told that nigga, like, bro, nigga, you get away with this shit, bro. Ain't nobody finna do that. They know not to message you, or niggas go come and niggas probably just felt like, yeah, nigga, he just felt like he could do it and get away with it. We don't know. But Wack 100 got some shit he got to say, man. So we finna get into it and let's see what Wack 100 talking about, y'all. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But what you do know is he's not with you now. If the security guard calls you, hey, Vlad, what up, bro? Hey, look, bro, your editor got at me talking about some wild stuff about this. Now you know he's with you, right? So I'll feed a person something to see what happens, and that had long been happening. So as he's running around and doing what the things he think he's doing, I really believe that his mission was to come in, infiltrate, think he can utilize me for my resources. You're talking about Luce Cannon? Yeah, try to get me to include myself in some things that he initiates, so then that backlash falls back on me, and get myself out the way. But he what he didn't know is, like, he should have known the day of the no jumper stuff. He should have known. And I don't know why his light didn't go off. He should have known that day, because I did something that day that should have told him, what you doing is not going to work. See, he was trying to, I guess when it looks like, bait people in. But when he called one of the guys, right, you know what the guys told him? Wack called me and canceled. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I never told Luce Cannon I called the guy and canceled, because you're not supposed to be up there anyway. So that would have been, because that's really that would have been my thing. Bro, why'd you cancel such and such? Because I didn't need him up there. Why are you worried about who I'm canceling? You weren't supposed to be up there. You come up there bringing some fake Christmas gifts to Adam, right? That's cool. But what he should have known is the minute he started doing what he's doing. Talk about the brawl. Yeah. Yeah. And I walked away. Nah, brother, you're not pulling me into that. You're not pulling my team into that.
Man, all right. So Wack is like, hey, Luce, the jig is up. Nigga, like, I use you.
He should have known.
Hold on.
Okay, so
all right, so look, he looking at see, I told y'all, this goes back to me telling y'all that it's a thinking game. It's 60% mental, 40% physical. You can have a 40% and shine with your 40, but you're gonna lose the war if you're not 60% mental. You know what I'm saying? You got, man, it's a war chest, man. You got to bring all your soldiers out that box, man, and be ready. You got to place them all around you. You see what I'm saying? Like this life that we live, man, it's not all predicated about your physical. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that come in, infiltrate, and pose as a friend, but really is a spy. So let's get into the content, man. Let's see what Luce Cannon got to say. He behind the walls, man, feeling some type of way. So let's see what he's standing on. Let's go.
A couple of months ago, right? And then I asked him to resend it.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Hit the like, share.
A couple of months ago, right? And then I asked him to resend it just to see what he would do. And when he resent it, right? Now, since I was asking him about the CS2 back thing, I knew he was going to say something about me asking for the video back. So we wanted to see his true characters and his flaws, and that's what happened. And then I hear about somebody. I mean, I was supposed to do something in Utah, rob something, a smoke shop, right? Never been to Utah a day in my life. Never ever. So, and then if you saying that, why the police don't know? Why the FBI don't know? Why is you coming up with something saying that I robbed something in Utah? You the only person your spies know? No, you just mad because I'm hearing you out and telling the truth about all your escapades. But when I tell you about how you was confessing in R&B's ear when y'all having sex about that 9-year-old girl's gonna be thick.
Wait, what?
She grow up. Yes, R&B was telling me all kind of stuff. Like she was telling me about he be whispering all.
Because, dang, broski, what nigga tell a lie just to get by? If you, man, come on, man. Like my thing is this, right? It's no way that R&B will ever admit that. There's no way that Wack will ever admit that. But you're putting out that type of intel about that, man. Is come on, man. I mean, I think, yeah, man. If I'll say this, right? If Luce Cannon goes out telling, and the way Wack 100 did him, I wouldn't be surprised if, man, listen, I'm pretty sure he got to have something on Wack, because Wack got all the cards in his hand. You see what I'm saying? That Wack 100 know more about Luce Cannon, I'm sure, than Luce Cannon know about him. But if Luce Cannon is smart, he will have to obtain some type of information on that man. You smell what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that power, power comes from information. Information is power. So if you have no information, you know what I'm saying? When you at the masses and you dealing with them at the masses, that's the only thing that could save your life because they got the money. You know what I'm saying? They could pay people to get rid of you. They could pay people to do shit to you. You know what I'm saying? They could pay the courts, pay the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? They could do all that. What can you do? You have to obtain some type of information to become powerful. And that's something that we've seen Wack 100 accomplish over the years. It's not because he's a ruthless nigga, he's just smart enough to know to keep his mouth closed and strike when it's time to strike. But that allegation about, come on, man, Wack 100 whispering in R&B ear that a 9-year-old, come on, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. He could be baiting you in with shit like that, and so you could believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Let's go.
The people that took advantage of him, the other women he be dreaming about, people be saying that, and she was thinking it was therapeutic, and she was like, just tell me all your problems, what's going on with your cash, and then it just got weird to her. So she just been moving back, but she was like, he be hitting all thighs. Oh, no, nothing. So believe me, it's gonna go big. All the stuff that he did, I was already 10 steps ahead of him. Everything he did, begging me for money, begging me to do deals and all this other stuff like that. He's a goofy.
And he's trying to say like, oh, he did you favors by doing these little podcast deals and things like that, and podcast interviews, and things like that. When truth be told, he kept asking you if you got anything.
He kept asking Don to get on things, but I don't know if Back on Pig is little. He wanted to do the Blue Devil and the Haters World. He wanted to do ESO World with DJ Clue and ESO. He wanted to do all the podcasts that I was doing. They wasn't invited him. Nobody messed with him. They was only doing it because I asked them, can I bring Wack? That's it.
And did they pay him to be on that interview, honey?
No. So what, you saying he was gonna pay?
Oh God. Okay, I just wanted you to say that on record, because it's just so funny how he's spinning this narrative.
Yeah, he was saying.
He said you gave him a little change, and you probably ate off on top of it or some shit. Like, come on now.
Why is he lying? No, that's a lie. When I brought like the street beef thing in a smoke bake.
Yeah, this
call is from a federal prison.
I'm the one that telling them what to pay him, and I'm getting paid.
Right, you got your own deal. You didn't eat off of his deal. You got your own deal. You even got Brick Baby that deal too, right?
Of course.
Come on now.
The T-shirts, when he was wearing T-shirts and stuff like that with on Vlad and all that stuff like that, he was getting paid to do that because it was my plug, and he was fucking them off. Every deal that I hooked him up with, he fucked off. So it's like he just be coming, but we knew he was a snake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew it, but I've been saying it. That's why when I got tired of it, I started calling him out for fades. I told him and listening so and so, like, bro, where y'all at? Let's pull up and let's talk and get this out the way, right? But none of them wanted to show up. So at the end of the day, it's like I already been knew he was. I knew this was going to happen.
Of course, and now he's going on this whole world tour, trying to spread the world, the news of you asking for this Money Mike video, right? But mind you, we threw that bone and he bit it. Thank you for the free press. Thank you so much for the free press, because it doesn't show anything. That video has been circulating and everything. That's nothing that's going to help you or benefit you. For one, you're not in the video. For two, Big, you had nothing to do with it. So really and truly, he was stupid to fall for the bait.
Yeah, he's goofy, but
and now he got everybody talking about it. Thank you for the free press. Thank you for keeping.
Okay, so now this is where they talking about that footage of a dude from 6-0 getting killed in that white car and the driver and all that, right? Allegedly, right? So basically, it sounds like Sharice is the mastermind of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you said that she hit you up in regards of this footage. You know what I'm saying? Claiming Luce Cannon could get out of jail for a body that he didn't even do, that they could try to put on Big U, which is still a dirty game, man. This shit is crazy, nigga. I don't see how y'all trusting shit out here. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, I tell y'all, stop thinking people won't do you like that. Because people will. You see what I'm saying? Once it's friends, then become enemies. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy, gang. Like, niggas was running mates. You know what I'm saying? And shit, man. That's why you got to stop begging for support from friends, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you better off networking with strangers. Because at the end, when you trying to get support from people, it's an agenda behind that shit, and a motherfucker backdoor you, homie. Don't get it twisted. A motherfucker will backdoor you, man. So y'all watch who y'all call y'all friends, man. Just know, the ones who love you and the ones who hate you are watching you every day. I promise you that. Yeah, man, that nigga, man, I ain't never like that nigga. But the nigga watching you every day. Trust me, the ones who hate you and the ones who love you are watching you every day, bro. Don't get this shit twisted, my nigga. They're watching. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious and be mindful, because you can't be friends with people who want your life. Let's go.
Keeping us in the algorithm. Thank you for having Ack speak on us once again, because Ack covered it yesterday too. And didn't he just say, I'm no longer doing anything with Luce Cannon? I mean, Luce and Wack. Gotcha. Thank you. Yes. So Ack actually did a whole public service announcement talking about how he's not covering anything on you and Wack no more. But he goes and covers that. You know why? Because Wack set that up, because he's trying to do a whole world tour. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. We want you to do the world tour. Thank you.
But shout out to Academics, shout out to Adam, shout out to Flacco, shout out to...
Well, Flacco ain't take my call recently, so I don't know what happened. I think Flacco also, I don't know, Wack got up in his ears. But, at the end of the day, Flacco will see the light. I'm sure one day he'll see the light.
Of course, he's gonna see all the goofy things that Wack is been doing. You know what I'm saying?
And he's trying to use people to run his stories and talk his stories. You know what I'm saying? He's like, they got the content. No, you gave them the content. You gave them the content, Scary. Okay? Yes, you gave it to them, because you know why? You don't want to be the one telling it, but you still telling it anyways. It all came from you, buddy, old pal. You acting like you had to go search and call your people and ask your people for the content. No, you had it. This Cannon sent it to you months ago, or whenever, how long ago.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I already had that video on his phone, buddy.
You just exposed Luce.
And you bit. It's
just
Googleable. The content was on Reddit a long time ago. What are you talking about? Stupid. How's that gonna help your case? Oh shoot, you got 3 seconds, baby. You gonna call me back?
All right.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I can't believe nothing that Luce Cannon says. Like, Luce Cannon lies so much. I'm starting to see that his woman actually goes along with all the lies. I thought, like, at one point in time, she might have just went along with some of the stuff because they was running plays on the internet. And, just for the sake of the internet or content, she might have been dealing with him. But I'm not going to totally rule out the fact that he actually ran a play on Wack. But Luce is claiming that the reason why Wack is feeling some type of way is because he began to ask him about the CS2 back situation, which a lot of people have been questioning the CS2 back situation. That's, I mean, it is kind of crazy though when you think about it, because let's just say, for instance, I was involved in a case, my name was in the paperwork, then at some point, you know, there's a name that kind of rhymes with my name as being a confidential and informant, because that is a strange name for like a confidential source. CS2 back, and then his name is Wack. Now a lot of people saying that information or that paperwork was fraudulent, it wasn't real, it was made up. Deuce Sims and them put some false paperwork out or whatever. I'm not sure about that, and I've never actually went and looked at the paperwork myself, so that's more of a reason why I'm not necessarily going to say that Wack is or isn't CS2 back. But apparently Luce Cannon is locked up in MDC. There's possibly people, you know, in there that knows that him and Wack was running together. They've heard these stories about Wack allegedly being this confidential source on the Main Street RICO case or whatever, the Main Street case with you know, that involved Stutterbox and Dale Dog and Shaquille O'Neal and all those players and stuff like that. And allegedly, you know what I mean, Wack's name was in the paperwork, but his name was in the paperwork. So I that's another thing I don't get. Like, how could they name you in the paperwork and then give you a code name as well? So I don't know about that, but apparently they was asking Luce about that. And Luce claims that he asked Wack 100 about that since he's been locked up. And I guess Wack got to feeling some type of way. And he said that he been sent the video of Money Mike getting knocked down to Wack. And then he asked him to send it back. Well, Wack's story was definitely not the same as Luce Cannon's. It's kind of like, who do we believe? Because Wack has been known to lie and run.
Right, man. Both of these dudes have been known to lie. But look, appreciate it, gang. Shout out to the ruler, man. We finna get up out of here though, man. Yeah, man. Y'all drop y'all opinions in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'll see y'all on the next video. There you go. And then nigga out.